Today's lesson helps with lengthening your lumbar and entire spine from my snake series. And this is a short lesson adapted from my series, but you're going to take a towel and make a long skinny roll about the diameter, a little bigger than your thumb and middle finger together, about 2 to 3 inches. And take the towel and place it so that it's underneath your armpit on your side. So you're lying on your side, and you can rest your head on your arm if you need something under your head, a little pillow or another towel. If that's too much of a stretch on your neck, please do that. And then straighten your legs. They can be a little bit bent, but lengthen your legs and spread them. And you can have them close together or fairly wide. And then take your hand, and I'm lying on my right side here, so I'm taking my left hand and I'm going to put it above the towel. And the idea is to gently scoot a little bit, kind of snake your way up over the towel. And you might have to press with your arms. Another option is you can use your head to lift with your left hand. Lift and lower your head as a way to move. You can lift your pelvis off the floor a little bit. And you can experiment with which leg is in front. You can alternate that. So I can do this a lot of different ways, whether I'm pushing with the hand, the left hand in front. And the idea here is not to do a bursting movement, but an undulating movement and pressing a little into the towel. And that gives you some feedback of different parts of the spine. So just do a little ways and then pull the towel out and rest on your back. Don't go all the way in one go. And there's a reason for that, is that we tend to do more and more effort. So you can stop and rest with your knees bent or your legs long and just feeling the contact with the ground, like the snake that is in such amazing contact with their whole body. Roll your head, feel the back of your head, the sense of your shoulders. Let your body rest, breathing. And then let's roll onto the same side. I'm on the right side here. Take your roll. If you need to re-roll it if it got too smushed, put it a little lower under your armpit, maybe where you left off. Have your legs just a little bit bent but spread apart. I have the right leg in front. You can rest your head on your right arm, or you can hold your head with the left hand over the head above the ear. And trying to, again, move gently, scooting up over the towel. And you will press into the floor with your shoulder. You can press with your legs. The idea is that more and more it's your back itself is doing the movement without as much pressure with the limbs. So it's a pure core spinal movement of moving sideways along your rib cage. And as you get toward the lower part of your ribs, I'm running out of room. It's a little tricky in there, especially if you have a big waist, if you're a person with wide hips, to be able to move through that place. You can occasionally adjust your towel with your hand and so forth. So I'm trying different strategies just to show you all the many ways. And then, of course, if you switch with the left leg on top, that's a really great thing to do too. And we can come back scooting upward along the towel with the left leg in front this time. So you can do a lot of variations with this, but let's take the towel out now and rest. And notice the difference between the right side and the left. And just feel the contact with the floor. Roll your head. Feel the contact with your arms, with your chest. And then let's try this on the other side. I'm going to re-roll my roll. Place it under your armpit so that your left arm is outstretched. The legs, I have the right leg behind the left leg. My right hand is above the towel. And then you're going to slowly lift and inch yourself sideways. Use your legs and your chest. Or you can lift with your right hand to lift your head. And try not to jerk. And make this a smaller and smaller movement. So maybe you don't need to lift as high as you scooting up over the towel. This really, it doesn't look like much, but it's a fabulous lesson to decompress every vertebrae. So if you're having some disc issues, some sciatic issues, just any kind of flexibility issues with your back. Oh, this feels so great. It's great to do before you go to bed. It's great to do when you wake up. And I would do just a little bit. So then take the towel out and lie on your back and feel the contact with the floor. Breathing and sensing the ground. And roll your head. And also, if you're a person that is kind of flighty, an overactive mind, this will really settle you down. It's very grounding. And one last time, take the roll. Let's go ahead and put it all the way at the hip area, the bottom of your hip. Your legs are straight. And now we're going to scoot downward. And you can switch your legs if you want. The right leg over in front and play with your legs in different positions. This is so nice to shift which position your legs are when you do this. Okay, and just play around with this a little bit, but go slow and gentle as you make these movements. Okay, up and down. If there's an area that's difficult, stop. You can rest with your knees bent together and just hang out like that for a moment and just feel the contact with the roll, and then see if it's a little easier having stopped and rest to move up and down. All right, let's take that out. Roll on your back for a moment. Such a gentle, easy exploration. Feel the contact with the floor. Roll your head. And see as you come off the floor, you can just stay as connected with the ground the whole time you roll to come on up to sitting. See if you can feel the contact to come up to sitting. All right, that's my lesson for today. Working with the snake. This is part of a more extensive series where we learn about the snake and how to move more in this undulating, vital way that connects with the core. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing and supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. And I will see you next time. Take care.